works. Several things to talk about. I had posted, do you think the whole little fight and Chrisean was real or fake? To me, it's real or fake. Talking about he's my son now. That was a little extreme, especially since they did some shows together and then they're fighting. I'm not buying it. Plus, it was just a little extreme. It has to be so extreme. He's my son now. That, that is not right. Then you got the other girl wanting to fight. Do you really think fight for Sean? Bino's baby mom? That I would like to see. Yes, indeed. She should be fired up and do something about it. But it's not real or fake. She's just blowing smoke. I'd like to see it. And then the other topic would be, what has terrain got to do with any of this? She's had plenty of time to pull up on Chrisean because Chrisean's been talking shit on her since she went and got Junior. And then the other topic would be, what is Blueface gonna do when he gets home? Oh my Lord. You know he got some work to do when he gets home. First, a DNA test. That's a must. You gotta do that. Ain't no way around it. Especially after Chrisean said he's not your blood. There's no way around it now. And even the people that believe he is Blueface's son heard of this DNA test. She knocked that one. Said he's not your blood. So she opened the door for a DNA test. A real one to be done that we can all believe. Not one that's already been opened, not one that could have been prefabricated on a computer. Because we know that can easily be done. Like creating all types of certificates online. I mean, so I'm hoping to see face really the damn thing. If it does turn out to be his son, I hope it doesn't. I hope he takes her to court for him. She'll be out of her mind. You hear me? She'll be out of her fucking mind if he files for custody. He's really the only one who can do something about it. If it is his son. So, which I hope is not. If it's DNA test and he finds out it's not his son, he needs to be done with it. A bigger entity needs to be stepped in. Ben doesn't need to be stepped in on taking Junior away. Because he's neglected. I mean, Bino just confirmed what we all know, which is he could be walking. If he had some damn therapy, yeah, he might even be able to talk by now if he had some therapy. Like, come on. Why would you be running around out here in the street, bringing these YN, that's YN, and not worrying about your little YN? Makes no sense. It's neglect. That's what the hell it is. And I don't accept it. I really child neglect. Because no matter how busy I used to be, how many jobs I had, and the streets I wanted to run, I still took care of my kids very well. And did all that other stuff too. How'd you like Chrisean saying, what do you want me to be a nun? Bitch, you want to be singing about Yahweh, God's way? You're the one who's singing that. How you can sit here and preach to us about God's way, and you out here living the whole slut life? But you did. You're trying to sing gospel music, but you're living like a slut. How does that make sense? It don't. How are we supposed to take that seriously? How is that a good thing? If a slut is out here screaming, Yahweh, God's way, we're still living like that. That's not a good representation. That looks fake. And that looks like you're using God. That's what it is. And out of all the people in the world to use, and I say people, out of all the things in the world to use, God is definitely not the one. So she said her own self, but she's like, what do you want me to be in that? I mean, you're the one out here telling everybody this, that, and the third. But then keep going all over a man, got a man's toes in your mouth. I mean, you shouldn't have been on the gospel kick if you wasn't going to live on it. Because it makes you look like a whole hypocrite. She just needed to stay with the hypocrite life and start them. She's so busy trying to make everybody think she's something she's not. Her whole family does it. Her whole family is on talk about God and Jesus, which is great. You got to live about it. And it don't need to be creepy. Like Tareen was on there. Everybody's gonna be dead. You all gonna be dead. Bitch, you weird. That's not. That wasn't it. Because I can see that she don't mean that. She means that in a sarcastic way, like she wants everybody to be dead. That's the way I take it. She don't sound like she's being like a, what do you call it? A disciple for Jesus when she's on here talking about get right, Jesus is coming, y'all gonna be dead. A witness. That's what I'm calling a witness. She don't come across as a good witness to me. Come across like a whole demon that's using God to be mean. That's how Tareen comes across. And I don't think Junior is safe with any of them. None of them. I think the whole family is corrupt to the core. They all. She was talking about they need the right network. They can do a family show. Do you think all them demons can get along long enough to even do a show? Absolutely. They're not going to do a show together. That'd be a whole disaster. Make no damn sense. A whole damn disaster. They can't. That'd be worse than baddies. A long family show. Worse than baddies. That's wrong. That wouldn't be happening. You have to get along first to be on the show together. Because they all want to be the star of the show. They all bullies. I'm not a bully. I'm just a poor bully. No, you're a bully. All of them. Name one person in that family who's not a bully, please. I'll wait. Is anybody coming on that number? Does it work? This is a test run. This is a test run. I need to call it. I mean, the number works. I don't think y'all can call it and it'll ring. Calling and cussing me out. But they don't bother me though. Because they're delusional. They don't. But I really would like to speak for something. Or the kick the reading. And they really need to get that on live. That would be the money. That would be the money, what you call it? Not the money shot, but the whole scene. The money scene, Chrisean getting her ass beat. That's what needs to happen. When you want to make the money, set Chrisean up to get her ass beat. Oh, you're going to have everybody. You're going to have my ass paying for the show. This whole fighting and her sitting on the side, instigating and bopping people when they're not listening. I want to see the bullet get her ass whooped. Do it for Junior. If they don't do it, but that'd be the money scene right there. Game over. Let Chrisean get her ass whooped. And I say, let all of them go. Let one person beat her ass. Let all of them have a piece. That's where Lemmy will make his money. Does he not know that? I can old ass me know that, but Lemmy not know. If I was running shit, I'd be like, this gonna happen. Chrisean gonna get her ass beat this season. Yes, sir. And you gonna do it, and you gonna do it, and you gonna do it. You first, you second, you third. Yeah. Every time there's a show, Chrisean will get her ass beat. That would be the money season right there. So yeah, and we all know Marcy's the babysitter. Stupid ass. Come on, you don't understand. Bitch, you a big mouth behind the scenes watching the baby. Kind of. Watching the baby. Probably got him parked in the room with the lights off. Her job is to make sure he's still breathing and whatever. Do y'all think she'll be on any of the scenes? I didn't see her in the lineup unless they have put out a new lineup. Don't she look stupid? I'm like, yeah, I'm being on the next thing of Abby. And shit. Looking like a whole idiot. And why those two minions follow Chrisean around everywhere? And why is she in the bank dressed like that? You're in the bank with a thing on here and some boy shorts. Girl, bye. No class, no home training for sure. Like, pants on or something. Leggings. Maybe a cover up over top of that to go in the bank and then come back out and I can take the cover off. Damn. And the lady talk about, oh, let me take it off. Let me take it off. I tried to turn it down, but it's not going down. If I turn, like I said, this is a test run. How about that? There we go. All I had to do was click. Is that better? Thank you for telling me. That's why we're doing this little test run. Me and B, you don't have to listen. I want to know. I can take criticism. My feelings do not get hurt at all. You see how old I am? No, ma'am. From the UK. Yay, from the UK. While you're still free. I see a lot of bad stuff that's happening over there, but thank you, Tina70. Thank you, me and B, for telling me that. Like I said, this is just a little test run. I haven't used StreamYard. Oh, thank you. I love all of y'all. Thank you for watching. This is my little test run using StreamYard. I've had it for a long time. I just haven't used it because I'm lazy. So I appreciate that. So sweet. And thanks for telling me about that music. But what was I talking about? Remind me what I was talking about. Oh, I was talking about dressing appropriately to go into the bank. Like, come on. It doesn't even make any sense. And you can tell Chrisean is eating up. Hey, we love you. As people are driving by, you can tell she was eating that up. Oh, yeah, her little minions. Wouldn't you feel stupid? You're on live, Darian. Wouldn't you feel stupid if you're walking around everywhere behind somebody? It's weird. Those are grown ass women walking around behind her ass. Strange. It's needy. It's very weird. Because I would actually be embarrassed. I would want to be my own person. Fuck following behind somebody else. Bitch, get out the way. I'm in front right now. That's how I'd be. Like, bitch, why you always want to be in the front? I'm in the front now. But Marsh gets on my nerves. The way her attitude is just, she's got the big head too. You say, I don't understand Marsh and the other lady. Yeah, Sky. I could never have a friend who neglects her child. Either I get them together or they are not my friends. Listen, I feel the same way. I couldn't go to bed at night knowing that I watched somebody be neglectful. Like, that would bother me. Okay. Tina70 says, do you think the baby is Blueface's? I personally don't. I think it's Ronnie's baby because he looks just like Ronnie. The way the eyebrows go like this, that looks like Ronnie's baby to me. And as hard as she went in the paint to try to make everybody think it was Blueface's, and for her to go, it's not your blood, something inside of me tells me she knows it's not his, and but no. Do you think it's Blueface's baby? Do y'all think it looks like him? It will take a real DNA test for me to believe it. One that he does without her involvement. That's what it would take for me. But no, I don't. And I don't want it to be his because I don't want him to be stuck with Chrisean forever. Not Junior, but stuck with Chrisean forever. And that's what it'll be. Me and B says, good question, Tina. As crazy as this sounds, I know he looks like Ronnie, but for some reason, I still think it's Blue's child. And you know what? It very well could be. Very well could be. It's a toss-up. His other two kids have a look of blue, says Tina. I mean, they do, especially his son. His son looks just like him. And the daughter looks just like her mama. But I don't know. I don't know. The way his face looks just looks so much like Ronnie. But like I said, it would take a DNA test. And the fact that she says, me and B says, I don't want it to be Blue's either, because Blue and his whole family will be stuck with Chrisean and her family. Exactly. That's why that's my feelings behind not wanting it to be Blueface. Because I don't want anybody to be stuck with her ass forever. That's a horrible thing for anybody to have to be stuck with, putting up with a bitch like that. Oh, here's what I wanted to ask y'all. Remember when Chrisean kept talking about, okay, let me read this. Me and B says, when Junior was younger, he looked just like Ronnie's mom. Now he looks like Ronnie. Yep. Y'all remember when, before Blue went to prison or whatever, and Chrisean kept acting like she should be able to be around Jaden's kids? Like, you're the side piece. Why do you feel like you should be able to be around her kids? That was so weird to me. The way she was acting like she should be able to be around them. It ain't no way in hell. If I was Jaden, ain't no way in fucking hell she'd be around my kids. The way I know she hates other women and stuff, girl, it ain't no way. She She's diabolical. If she won't even do her own kid right, imagine what she would do to somebody else's kids. She would probably be putting hands on them. She'd probably be like, God forbid, poisoning them. I don't put anything past her. When I say diabolical and demon, I mean it. That's a mean bitch. And the only reason she would want to be around Blue's other kids is to do something mean. She's not a nice person. She don't want to be around them so she can shower them with love, right? So what was that push about? It was weird. Pushing to be around that, like, how would that work? So is Junior going to go be around Jaden? She wouldn't allow that. You know, does anybody on here think for 1 second that she would allow Blueface to take Junior over to Jaden and go play with the kids over there? See, all that was running in my mind. Like, okay, so you think he should bring his kids over and be with y'all as a family? Well, when he goes to visit Jaden and the kids are over there, what's he going to take Junior over there? No, she wouldn't allow that. And Jaden shouldn't allow the other way. So I don't know what this whole push was to be around Jaden's kids and to act like that was even going to work. Blueface better never take those two youngins around her. Like, let's just say, God forbid, if he ever did go back with the stupid bitch, he better keep that bullshit separate. Be over there with her and Junior, and then when you go be with Jaden, you keep that separate. Don't go pick them two kids up and go take them over there, because that will be a problem. Y'all think she's trying to off Junior? What do you think about? Oh, oh. And you know how, like, other people who are watching your kids, that's the baby mama. She's not the baby mama, but the side piece. No. Well, okay, Mia B says, ideally for the kids' sake, yes. But was that Chrisean or Chelsea? That should never. Chrisean is a real problem and a threat. Absolutely. Tina says, I don't know if he will ever get back with her. If he knows what's good for him, he will never get back with her. He needs to let that entire shit be in the past. All right. I don't want to mispronounce anybody's name, but is this Tenali? Hi, new here, but I always watch your shorts. You're right on the point. Thank you. Love you. Appreciate it. I have to get it out. Like, when I see all this shit happening, it makes me inside, and I have to get it out. That's a cute name. I like that. But yeah, I don't know what the push was for her to want him to bring those kids around. I was like, Jaden better never allow that. Like, she would have to listen. And Blueface better never do it behind Jaden's back. Like, if she says, no, he can't take the kids, and he's out with the kids, and God forbid he gets back with her. Oh, let's just hope he puts that completely in the past. Because she's the reason he's in jail. Violating his probation and doing all this bullshit, getting in arguments and fights with her. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. Y'all watching my shorts and stuff. But no, I can't wait for him to get out. I can't wait to see what he's going to do. I hope this 2 years he's had in prison, he's had time to reflect and be like, you know what, self, that was really bad fucking with her, because she was bad news. Because anything she finds out, as soon as she gets mad, she's going to spill the beans on you. And if he comes out and he's like on some sort of parole, he's going to have to keep his nose clean, which means not being around her, because they're going to fight. She's going to get mad, jealous, and all this crazy shit. She says, thank you. I use my daughter's name as the username for YouTube. Nice. Here's Jane Doe. Hey, Miss Know-It-All. Love your shorts. Love you too. Thank you so much. I like doing shorts. Like, this is my first rodeo, really, with doing a live using StreamYard. It's like my little test run. And nobody's calling this number, so it must not work. I mean, the number works, but y'all are free to call it if you want to. I figured a chrisean would want to call and, really give it to me. You're so mean about chrisean. You're a white lady. You need to only talk about white people stuff. All that good stuff that they say in my comments. Because, white people never mix with black people. That just never happens. That's just out. Like, get with the times. It's 2025. Everybody's, intermingled. And I have to say, this whole chrisean stuff is very interesting. Do you think this fight between Taseki and chrisean is a plot for the show? Yes. So I was watching it, and as soon as Taseki said, he's mine now, I was like, so now you're mad, but you went and did a couple of shows with her, and y'all was cool, and now you're mad? No. I don't know. I'm not buying it. It sounds too far-fetched. It doesn't even sound real. Like, they could have made up a different line, like, bitch, you need to get it together. Somebody's going to take your son away. That would have sounded more plausible as a fight or argument or whatever. But I'm taking your son. He's mine now. That was fake. That didn't even sound real. Yeah, I think it's fake. Sonali. It just sounded too far-fetched. Because she can't take her kid away. Like, what rights would she have to do that? So that was just silly. They should have thought about what they were going to say a little better than that. They need to let me write the script. I could have wrote it to sound more believable. So, are you covering up so they can't see you? It's just 8 people. That's okay. They won't tell. But okay, let's see. We gotta know. I started to believe it's real. Then after watching it over and over, it was too wild because Taseki would have pushed through for reals, not acted like it. See, there's another thing. Taseki wouldn't have just been over there talking. She would have been, right? And the fact that they, listen, if Taseki hadn't already done shows with her and they were cool together, that would have made this a little more believable. But saying he's mine now, that was too, well, they say jump the shark. That was just too silly for me to even believe. So, yeah, when I saw it, I was like, what do you mean he's mine now? You can't do nothing. And why are you just now saying it? You should have said that way back. And you shouldn't have did shows with her. If you thought she was a bad mom, she's a bad mom. Why did you go do shows with her and help her on anything? Yeah, I wouldn't. They didn't get me with that. That was some bad writing. Whoever said, yeah, tell her he's yours now. Lame alert. Lame alert. You know what I used to love? When Blue had her in the house and they were doing these little live things and he would be reading comments. She would be getting so mad. I couldn't get enough of that shit because he seemed for real. He seemed for real like he liked getting under her skin and seeing her get mad, which most guys do. Like, if a guy knows he's got you in the bag, he likes making you mad because where are you going? Nowhere, because you're in the bag. Then Tareen said she was lying. Yeah. I mean, I that's another thing with Serene. Why are you just not speaking up? You've had all this time, which I thought she was going to do more. Remember when she was over there? She looked like she was in some courthouse thing, and she had the little mini skirt on that had the little ribs on it, gray mini skirt. She was really mad, and she was spilling the tea on Chrisean. I thought she was going to keep on, but then she didn't do anymore. So that tells me you cooled down and you're good, and now you're back on here trying to be involved with it again. Chrisean's been saying you kidnapped her baby since it happened. Yeah, Bino reminds me of Blueface, the way he likes to get in her skin, like when they was together. And he was like, "Nah, you're not gonna do that to me." And he was like laughing at her and shit, and it was making her mad. Yeah, that reminded me of Blueface. But the way she comes onto these men and she acts like licking them and doing all this crazy stuff. I gotta be with you. I can't be without you for longer than an hour. I mean, make a man chase you a little bit, even if you are in the bag. Don't let him know it. I mean, play hard to get a little bit. So when she didn't play hard to get it all, and she was like, "You're my husband now," he knew he could say or do whatever. But did you hear him when she was saying she was going to break some of that studio equipment? uh-uh. Uh-uh. You might be over there breaking all the blue stuff. But that guy wasn't going to put up with it. He did read her for filth. He seemed like he didn't care. He was like laughing and shit. She's fast, even for acting. It's too like, dang, girl, slow down. You're letting him know he can do whatever he wants, and stupid. Every boy or man she gets with, she says she's having their kid and getting married. Everyone. This is my husband. Even the new one she's got. Oh, that's bad. But that's because she's fast, like you just said, and sleeping with them. And when she said she gives everybody a chance, yeah, you do. You give everybody a chance between your legs. Straight off the bat. She doesn't make anybody chase her or play hard to get. Man, bitch, at least wait 2 weeks. But she's already over there licking on his face and acting all smitten over him. But he's over there smoking a cigarette, like, after people have sex, they smoke a cigarette. And she's got her bed head all rubbing next to him. And of course she's with a young person. What older, mature person would put up with her shit? Like, when I say older, mature, she's 25, right? I bet you there ain't a 30-something-year-old out there that would put up with her shit. So, of course, she's got to go younger than her. And I bet you they still would even play her face because she's so easy. Talking about, I can't be without you for more than an hour. That is the most ridiculous shit I have ever heard. What man do you know wants a woman to cling on that much? And I'm a clingy person. Like, when I dated somebody, I didn't really want my man doing extracurricular stuff, right? I mean, to a degree, it's okay, but not a whole bunch. But I didn't let him know it. Like, what do we got here? Do you think Sean Malone is her real father? I think she looks like him. The shape of the face, the nose, the eyebrows, ears. So ironic, all these paternity issues in the family. Exactly. Here's the thing. And I don't want to go down the whole skin tone road because I don't look Native American, but I'm Native American. And some other things too. I'm a mixed bag of everything. The answer to your question, yes, I do think that white man is her dad. Because the Eugene guy, she don't look nothing like him. And She looks everything like the Sean Malone guy. And his name just happens to be Malone too. Wow. So yes, Jane Doe. I do. As soon as I saw a picture of him, I was like, yeah, that's your daddy. That's your daddy. And you know her mama's a slut. I mean, yeah, I'm sure her mama was in the streets back. Her mama's in the streets now. You know, she was in the streets back then when she had it together. When I say had together, I mean being young and probably pretty. Um, I think Sean and Lisa are her real parents. Oh, baby. Mm-mm. Very likely. It's a deep rabbit hole. It is. Freckles and all. She's out here threatening Bino. Child. And can't touch him. I think they paid Charla. She probably relative, not real mom. Exactly. Exactly. That's probably Lisa's cousin or whatever. But see, you know, in the industry, they got to make somebody seem like they came from a hard knock life and it made it big. That's the whole shtick that the industry likes to do. So if she came from the Malones, who's an attorney and had a good life, well, that doesn't fit the mold of what the industry wants to portray. So this whole I came from nothing and all I had was some tennis shoes and an EBT card. No, I don't believe it. I think they paid her. Yes. I'm afraid for Bino and Blue when he gets out. She's evil, blood sacrifice. You better know it. And she's always threatening somebody's life. As soon as she gets mad, you better watch out. Hope your year turns out right. You better watch for you lose. Her. Constantly threatening. And then we know Ronnie passed away all crazy, weird, and as he was trying to find out the truth. So I don't know. Shit is weird. Shit ain't right. But I definitely think that that's true. What was it I was going to tell you that Bino said? It was fun. Oh, did you hear Bino? He said he didn't take her to, she ain't got no addresses on me. He used a different term that I can't remember. But he said he was only taking her to hotels. He said he wasn't about to take her to his house. He said his friends told him that. He listened. He said, you better not take that bitch to the crib. Well, I heard once Tasiki and Chrisean Rock talking, and Tasiki mentioned, oh, you talking about our cousins, Tareen. Oh, and she hushed her up. Yep, poor Ronnie, rest in peace. When I heard that, I just couldn't believe it. The first thing that came to my mind was she had him took out. That was the first thing that came to my mind. Yuck. I actually watched the live. It was when Sneaky had orange hair. See, there's a lot of stuff I've missed. I haven't caught everything. But that's very interesting. And that makes sense. That makes a whole lot of sense. But yeah, the whole and the 33 on her nails, you know, that's the Illuminati. 33rd degree, Freemason, Illuminati, it's all the same. And doing this sign, yep, it's all about the Illuminati. And she's so desperate to be famous, she will sell her soul in a second. She probably already done it. But I'm saying it probably didn't take much. I mean, she probably sold her soul when she was doing the Blue Girls Club. Like, yes, Satan, I'll do anything I can to be famous. Please let him pick me. So, y'all, there is no telling. I cannot wait for him to get out. And you know he's watching all this. You know Blue is watching all this shit. I don't know how he's keeping quiet, but he's watching. Yeah, Tenali, we got to go find that. We got to go listen to that. But I believe that without a doubt. I've always felt like I said, ever since I saw Sean Malone. Yep. I've been like, oh my God, that's Chrisean's face. Like, that is his face. So 33, she already did when she slept with Offset. Oh, part of the affiliate initiation. Yep, Offset is very deep in that shit. And what's that designer's name? What's her name? She's real creepy looking. She's all white lady and she's got the line on her forehead. Offset, what's his name? Travis Scott. They all fuck with that lady. And that is a demon witch. And from what I understand, you cannot be successful in the industry unless you turn to the dark side. That is part of it. But yeah, she tried to play off, I guess, the 33. We know what the 33 is. They don't even keep shit a secret anymore. What's my cat doing? Stop it, kitty. Trying to mess in the Walmart bags. Stop it, kitty. Stop it. You know I'm talking to you. You know I'm talking about, Jane Doe, right? Jane Doe says Blue told her and tried to protect her from the industry. Ooh. Tenali says, yep, I had that feeling about Ronnie too before he passed. There's a short clip video of him holding Junior with Tereen's voice in the background right before he passed when Chrisean was in jail. Oh. And remember that video where there was a bottle on his dresser right before the mall thing happened? You know damn well Chrisean was over there with him. You know she was. Fucking whore. I hate that bitch. I hate Chrisean. She's so arrogant. She thinks she's making other people's careers. Every time I hear her speak, she just enrages me. I'm like, you really think you're that famous? Remember what she used to tell Blue? That she made him famous. That he was nothing before he met her when they were doing those lives. And he was looking, he said, bitch, are you crazy? Blue was around before she was. He picked her. She didn't pick him. It wasn't Chrisean Boys Club. The bitch is delusional. Yeah, but that Jane Doe, back to that lady. What's her name? Crazy. And she's got the black fingers. Oh, she's so scary. And the weird grill or teeth or whatever. Let's see. Me and B says the 33 was to be the gang her new boyfriend is in. Oh, is that right? Is that what she said? I heard her saying something about it, but I didn't catch it. Yes, she is definitely a low-life loser. Jane Doe says, hoax. Hey, RJ. I can't stand her when she have the baby swaying on her hips. Me neither. I can't stand it. And poor little Junior, let's talk about him. And Tina 70 said, I always wondered where does she get all her money from? I think she's a leech. I don't know. Bino says she's broke as shit. No car, no house. And if somebody does buy her shit, where's she going to put it? It's ridiculous. Tenali says, supposedly she has her knee gang member boyfriend watching Junior. That child endangerment. Yep. It is. Jane Doe, Michelle Lemmy Witch. Is that her name? Yes. Homeless and holy. Girl. And did y'all see? Okay. So when she was on there on that live with the shade and she had Junior, she kept turning the chair around and shit, right? And poor little Junior, did you see him like bobbling and stuff? And then that whole bullshit with the like, get your nasty boogerfied hands out his face. And then she poked him in the eye. Everybody saw that. And he leaned back. Didn't make a damn sound in the world. Yes, that's her name with rotten teeth and black fingers. That is the scariest looking bitch. And did you see her with Travis Scott? And Travis Scott is like naked, laying in the floor in front of her with a big pillow over his private area. And he's like looking up at the ceiling. You guys, that is some scary shit. And she's with all those entertainment people. But that's part of the deal. You can't be, I don't think you can be rich and famous and not be part of that. And the ones who don't go along, they get kicked out of the industry. They have to go start their own stuff if they have the money to do it. It is some scary shit. Y'all go watch some videos about Michelle Lamy. Y'all be freaked out. She puts her hands on his eyes to almost reset his eyes. That's exactly what she's doing. All big time rappers have crossed that witch, Michelle. Yep. And there's another witch that Jay-Z fucks with. What's her name? That's a big witch too. And I saw him doing some stuff with her. Like, it's part of the deal. You can't have the world and God too. It don't match. It's not gonna happen. You have to do something bad to get all that. Just in time for Halloween. Not sure about Blueface, but Cardi has. Yep. And I want to know what y'all think he's going to do when he gets out. Is he going to do a DNA test and get that solved and get that piece squared away? Or is he just going to come out of jail and try to get back with her? Is he going to come out of jail acting like that's his son and try to get custody? What do y'all think he's going to do? I don't know. I can't wait for him to get out. RJ says, why no one is talking about Bino baby mama admitting they all have herpes? Good question. Because when you have community P and community D, it's going to come with some community diseases. Remember all them big bumps Blueface used to have on his lips? I mean, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't a good look. And isn't there some kind of medicine to keep that tampered down or something? I heard. I don't know. He still follows Junior. Okay, on his Instagram. He still follows Junior. You're so right. Rick Grimes, thank you for watching. He's a sucker for her. I think he's getting back with her. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? The chapter might not be closed yet. He might still need to get it finished. Sometimes you have to finish something. And when he went to jail, it wasn't finished. Remember, they were still kind of like together. And she had his chain. Let me read this. When Blue gets out, he's getting full custody. Tina says, can't wait for the circus, waiting for Blue to come out. Me too. Tenali says, I think he will get clout for a minute, then the show and DNA test, but I don't think he wants drama anymore, but who knows? That's right. It's sad that she kissed the baby with that man. You ain't lied. Always blowing her spit in his mouth. Tell me she ain't always got her mouth on his face somewhere, like right here. Hey, bitch, get your nasty bunion-sucking mouth off of somebody's face. And she can give him some kind of something like that. There's plenty of diseases that can be transferred through saliva. Denai says, Blueface, not Junior's father. That's right. I think he will get back with her to use her some more. Very possible, because he knows there's money to be made with that. He could get out and play her face and keep the charade going, They all have the package. That's why they swap mates and industry pushing that medicine. Ooh. Very smart, Jane Doe. Tonight says he needs to see Ronnie fight for Junior in that video of him holding him. Yes. It will change his heart probably enough to leave her alone or DNA. Part of me feels Blue is done with her because of all the men, but you can never count Blue out. Let me look. To go again with his own interests. I don't know either. I hope he leaves her alone. I hope he does the DNA test. God forbid if that's his child, he is stuck with chrisean forever. But if he finds out it's his, I want him to try to get custody. That will make her go crazy. Do you know she will go out of her fucking mind if he goes for custody? Justice for Ronnie. I want them to figure that out so bad. I hope they're investigating it. I hope they're not lazy. You know, some cities, your investigative team is only as good as their will to find it. Because stuff happens and they just put it on a shelf. It's not their loved one, right? They don't care. There's a lot of cities that have a terrible crime solving rate. And I think I live in one. If they don't have the desire to solve the crime, it won't get solved. And that's a shame because that's what they're getting paid to do. And they should work tirelessly to find out everything on every case. Okay, let me see. Dirty asshole. I can't stand her. Me neither. She makes me sick. I don't think Junior is Blue. She sleeps with so many men. Who knows? That's what he said. He said that could be Charles Barkley's baby. Y'all, when he said that, I fell out completely because you know that baby looked like Charles Barkley in the beginning. I fell out. Blue's a funny guy. Blue is a funny guy. And I don't know what he did to his face with all them tattoos, y'all. I don't know what he did or what he's thinking. But he's a handsome guy. I don't know why he did all that shit. Blue is manipulative, and he knows the only interest people have in him is his role in the circus. He's going to play the circus till he can't play it anymore. He will expose it all. RJ, I hope so. Sonali says, one of her ex-team members snitched already and said there was a NDA, whatever it's called, non-disclosure agreement. They all know it's not Blueface, baby. Child. Wouldn't surprise me a bit. They both use each other for clout. Facts. They were told it's Ronnie's son. He had a deal with Zeus to do a show with Junior, but all that happened. Oh. And you know, the industry, they don't care what's real or not. They just want to make the money. They want people watching. He didn't act like that was his baby. You know what I'm saying? He acted like he didn't want to really be around Junior. So he don't even, of course, he didn't want her to have the baby if it was his in the first place. But he loves his other kids. So it's not like I think if he knew that was really his kid, he would act more loving. That's what I think. He's funny as hell, handsome, and I think he has a good heart deep down. Yep. He does act like a sweet guy. But guys will be guys. They will play the field and play you if you let them, right? That ex-team member couldn't take it anymore. She went on live and told. Tamale, you got all the tea. Jane Doe. Listen, I wish I had all that in the lineup to show everybody. But like I said, I don't know everything. I haven't seen every clip. So I love hearing these bits and pieces of stuff that I don't know. But so Blueface Dad said Draco and AJ and Silver have all said Ronnie's the father. Y'all. So if he gets out and does a DNA test and it's not his, then what's he going to do? But yeah, she's been with all these men, and you know how he feels about that. Because look at Jaden. She's sitting over there, and she hadn't been caught with no man because she's been knowing Blueface for a long time, And she knows that that's the deal breaker. Even though he said he's not going to do anything with her, and I'll believe that one bit. He's been with that woman so long, and she'll do anything with Blue. I've seen enough on those lives. Remember when he was about to leave that night, and she was mad as hell. Talking about, I'm getting a babysitter then if you leave. I mean, she'll never be over him. He's played these games with her whole life, and she's kind of like used to it. She's numb to it. She knows he'll always come back. He knows already. It's all a show, says Tenali. Junior doesn't look like him or his kids. Did you see how she uses Journey's picture and superimpose it? Yes, I saw that. Because she's trying to fool all of us, and she wants that so bad. She wants that connection with Blue forever, which is why she had the baby, because she's competing with Jaden to have a kid with him or whatever. She owes him money. I think she's still under contract. Mm-hmm. And Tenali says at Jane Doe, she sure does. But I don't know. I'm hoping he gets out and he just does what Blue does. But I think we do want to know for sure whether it's his or not. Can we at least just get that off the table, whether it's his or not? And, you know, it's going to drive her crazy because he's not going to be faithful to her. She's done all this stuff with all these guys. So now he's going to feel well within his rights to play her face, and he's going to do it hard. I think he's going to go so hard in the paint playing her face. I love that Bino exposed that she isn't celibate. Thank you. Only her dumb fans believe she isn't the horse she is. He says she could be pregnant by him, which means the slut didn't use protection. Sluts usually don't, do they? All she does is have 1,000 abortions from the way I understand. Appalachian Girl says, Ronnie's son. Hey, Appalachian Girl. And Tenali says, I want to see Blueface prosper in music and boxing. Yeah. Listen, he was already on the rise before she came. I think she kind of like held him back, dealing with all that bullshit, kind of held him back from doing what he could do. So I just, you know, everybody trips up, everybody gets thrown a curveball, and I don't know. I wish he'd never picked her. I wish she was gone and never heard of. But he had to go and pick her stupid ass. And her head is like tremendous. You mean you want to see a show that confirms it? Yes. Because it already proven that Zeus DNA test was fake. I think for everybody's sake, I mean, you got Carlissa saying, if it's mine, if it's mine, if it's mine. I don't want to hear if no more. You know what I'm saying? I want it confirmed, yes or no. No more if it's my grandson, if it's not my grandson. No. I want to see a real DNA test. She screwed his image up. Yes. His image got messed up, dealing with a hoe bag, no class. He can't take her anywhere. You know, Kai Cenat said that was his worst guess he ever had on his show. I was not the least bit surprised because she acts plumb crazy everywhere she goes. It's crazy as hell. Acting out, wanting all the attention, eating pizza off. Did y'all see that shit? I mean, it's not even entertaining. Bitch, you look stupid. You look like you have no class. She will always say that. She's an actor and a clout hungry. Ain't right? They all need clicks and views for money. I think Blue should do a private test and post the results live. Absolutely. And then Carlissa can stop saying, if it's my grandson, if it's my grandson. I love the way you trash Chrisean. It's funny. Thank you. Because I hate that bitch. I can't think of anybody else. I wasn't even doing YouTube. But when I saw this bitch, I was like, you know what? I can't stand this bitch. So bad. She just enrages me when I see her, when I hear the bullshit that she says. There's no humility, none at all. She thinks she makes everybody's career. She thinks she made Blueface. It's ridiculous. Over there beating up somebody's mama. But you know what? God is good because she lost her tooth being messed up and all that stuff. Because now she's got to deal with having no tooth forever. And she didn't get it fixed properly during that time when she could have. So now she's stuck with looking like a jack-o'-lantern. So, yes, do it for the baby. Please. The best part of the rock tards can't get against Miss Know-It-All. Did I read that right? The best part is the rock tards can't get. Yeah, I don't care about them. I do not care. Most of the time, I'll leave them in the comments. We'll go on back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Because they don't bother me. Because y'all are just as delusional as she is, and you're horrible. Like Bino's baby mama said, all of you people who condone this and defend her, y'all are just as bad, if not worse. So, and that chatting with Marty person, I said, that was a shame to see Junior laying in that chair like that. She's, I got to get you out of here. There was nothing wrong with that baby sitting in that chair. What, you mad you wasn't sitting in the chair? Yeah, I'm so mad I'm not getting neglected and laying in a chair, looking up the ceiling going, come on. Who could defend that? Jane Doe says, please don't stop trashing her. The more exposing her, the better. I can't stand that cow lady supporter. You cracked me up when you came for her too. Girl. I bet she didn't count on this pissing off a million mothers. Yeah, I bet she didn't. And if we're talking about moo moo, cow, pie, listen. Yeah, I challenged her to a legit one, not in the street one, but a legit one. And guess what she did? She started acting like, call the police. Like, bitch, you wanted to run your fucking mouth so hard about me because I don't like chrisean. I went on her platform and was telling my story about why I don't like chrisean. Boom. Her and that other stupid bitch, Jules, Cantina, Canatuna. I can't stand any of them. Moo Moo, Canatuna, Dre. They didn't even let me finish. I have my reasons why I don't like her. Y'all said y'all was going to listen, and you didn't listen. So that means you're not fair-minded. Anybody can come on here and say anything. That's why I got that number up there. Call me. And I'll listen to you, but then I'm going to tell you why. Why you shouldn't like her. It should be quite obvious, right? Yep, she pissed off a billion mothers. You went on to the rock tards. Yes, I go on their platform all the time, but they block me. She was, let me get you out of here. Defending Junior laying in that sofa like that. It wasn't nothing wrong with him. He was fine. Are you blind? And you know what? It surprises me. It's older people like myself that act like chrisean shit don't stink. It's older people who know better. And Moo Moo sitting over there acting like she's another one. The rock tards, they act just like her. So Moo Moo is like, yeah, I'm doing all this stuff. And I've got this team. And we're going to redo the platform. And we're going to... That bitch ain't got no fucking team. She said she couldn't even afford, what was it? $200? Listen, she claims she homeschools her kids and her grandkids or whatever. But then she said she was checking into putting them in private school and couldn't afford it. Bitch, I thought you said you were so rich. You know what she said? And I've got it in one of my shorts if you scroll way back. She said she's worth $1 billion. I kid you not. She says she has $1 billion in her portfolio. Is that not insane? And even if she said $1 million, that's insane. But now you're saying you can't afford, I think it was $200 to put the kids in private school. See how they tell on themselves? See how they tell on themselves? They're delusional. Bitch, you're broke. And probably the only reason she's homeschooling her kids is because she smokes weed and she don't want her kids to go to school and tell on her ass. Because she smokes weed around her kids. If you've ever watched her long enough. She's deranged. She's another one that would sit there and read the Bible and bullshit and act like she's just all holier than thou. You're a cow, bitch. Let's see. Do you think Marsh is her lover? Something. I can't wrap my head around the obsession and sniffing with her. You already know. A birds of a feather flock together. Not the tuna. Girl, I hate that bitch. Can of tuna. Cantina. And then changed her name to Jules. Did you see when she went on that hot tea, hot chocolate when Chrisean was on there? Chrisean made a fool out of that bitch. Did y'all see that? It's been a long time ago, but Can of Tuna got up there to ask Chrisean a question. She made a fool of her ass. And let me tell you what, I was right there eating it up. Yes, I was. I was like, you deserve every bit of that, you fucking rock turd. Let's see. She's neglectful for one, and as a poor example for our children and future children. Facts. All those crack pipes are her. It flipped. Are her when they were younger. Exactly. And still are. They defended a child abuser, and they're just as sick as she is. Absolutely. What a loser, that heifer. Definitely subbing on this page. Not sure how you showed up in my algorithm. Hood a lot. Appreciate it. This is my little test run. This is the first time I've ever used StreamYard. I've had it forever. I'm just lazy and haven't ever done it. So this is my first little test stream. But thank you. They refuse to see the bad because they work as promoters with Chrisean team. Oh, you know, Moo is friends with China. McChina. They have to get clicks and views. How the hell has that bitch got 8,000 subs? Can somebody please tell me how? And when she goes live, she only gets like 200-300 views. That bitch can be on live for hours and don't hardly get no views. Because she boring as hell. They shame the smart ones to make Chrisean look good, but we aren't blind, and we ain't. I think this fight with her sister is just a deflection. Bino telling the truth about her, baby. And he is. He's spilling all the time. He said he didn't want to do it, but she started it, and he can finish it. And it's about time somebody told on her shit back. Because she's always spilling the beans on everybody else, like what she knows in the background. When she called Junior Pebbles. Does HTHC mess with Chrisean still? I don't think so. I don't think so. Whenever she told that Chrisean was a bad mom and Junior was being neglected, I think that was all she wrote for that little friendship. And I didn't think Hot Tea, Hot Chocolate had it in her to do that. Because she was so far up Chrisean's ass. Tell me she wasn't. Constantly defending that bitch. But she said once she came in person and seen that shit. And then I think Hot Tea, Hot Chocolate was telling about she drove like 4 hours to help Chrisean out. And Chrisean acted very ungrateful and didn't take her up on the ride. She goes, what did I drive 4 hours for? All the way here to help you, and you're being a whole bitch. Something went down with that, with their thing. See, Chrisean's a user. And anybody she fucks with, it's going to fall out. Guaranteed it's going to fall out. Let's see. Yep. And because that video going around of Ronnie Holden Jr., everyone is ignoring it. Bingo. Bingo said his friends have videos. Oh, I bet they do. Probably bought stuff. Had to. How can you have 8,000 subscribers? You on live for 8 damn hours and you ain't got but 500 views. Well, I know you're boring as shit. I'm surprised you even got 5, but I'm talking about the ratio to spares. It don't even make sense at all. Let's see. Hot tea, hot chocolate is crib supposedly. So when Chrisean bipolar came up to blood, she was like, heck no, I gotta go. A million moms coming for her. Yes, and I'm one of them. Fucking bitch. If she only feeding Junior milk, isn't she slowly starving him? Yes. God, please intervene. Yes. Do y'all remember when this is way back, she was in a video and she picked Junior up off the bed or something, and she said something about, I don't feed him. Do y'all remember that? It's been a long time ago. She was in there with a whole bunch of people. And I forget, she just said it out the blue. It's like nobody was even really asking her about what you feed Junior. She went, I don't feed him. I don't know if y'all remember that. Hot tea, hot chocolate has child neglect charges as well. Not surprised a bit. Because when you're so far up another child abuser's ass, what does that leave? Oh, hell no. She will see that million as a bag. Click and views, but it's more like just mention Junior's name. Start leaving her name. Yep. If you need a mod, I got you. Okay. Now let me figure it out. Because I don't know about using StreamYard. I know how to do it on the other thing. But let me do it after the live and I'll let y'all do it. That'd be great. That was funny. He said he don't know how I got in his algorithm. Thank you, algorithm. But I'm gonna start doing these. I'm gonna start messing with StreamYard a little bit more and making it more professional. Nobody has hit me up on the Let's Talk About Chrisean line. But feel free. I think you can even text that number too. If you don't want to talk out loud, you can text on it. That'll be just fine. And I need to do a link. I got to learn how to do that. So give me time to figure it all out. How do mods work? Do they get paid or is it volunteer? Okay. It's just a volunteer thing. I mean, some content creators could probably pay you, but I'm not even monetized. I'm not even monetized myself. There's certain criteria that you have to meet to even get to the monetized level. I don't really know what that criteria is. I just have to wait till the little blue line has me all the way to the end, and I'm not really close to that yet. I don't even have 1,000 subscribers yet. I'm thankful for the ones that I have. Thank you. I so appreciate it because I love getting this off my chest. And y'all know every time something comes out about her, I'm going to be on here burning it up. Like when she's quiet, I really don't have much to show. I show videos of people acting crazy. They act like Chrisean. If y'all are ever like, why is she always putting these videos of people getting arrested? Because they act like Chrisean. That's why I put them on there, because it's so like, are you crazy? Are you really like punching a policeman in the face? He has a taser. He has a gun. And he has power. The power to take your freedom away. That's not the time to start bucking. It blows my mind. So that's why I do those videos, because it's entertaining. They act like Chrisean. It reminds me of her. So if you're like, well, is this bitch always posting these videos of people acting crazy? Because it's Chriseanimal land. And I post videos of moms being bad. Because I want to show it's pretty. There's a whole lot of Chriseanimals out here. And it's, well, I was going to say it's entertaining, but in a bad way. Like, I'm sad to see that there's so many imbeciles out here who don't know how to act. I'm scared of the police. Like, if the police pull me over, I start shaking. like, let me see your license. I'll be like, here, sir. I'm literally scared. You think I'm going to get out my car and start wham? No, because they're going to go wham and throw me up. No, we're not doing none of that. I'm yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Oh, you want me to turn around? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Put your hands. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Like, no, you're not going to be throwing me around and tasing me. Listen, electricity hurts. Okay. That shit is painful. I have these bug killer, the lights, the little purple lights, right? I was changing the bulbs. I had the shit unplugged now. I didn't do this plugged up like a crazy person. Had it unplugged. I accidentally hit the metal grid or what it's called. Like it's a metal grid that kills the mosquito or fly or whatever. That thing zapped the hell out of me. I was like, ah! My daughter was like, what happened, mama? What happened? I was like, this thing zapped me and it's not even plugged up. And I was thinking, that was 1 second of a fly zapper. Imagine getting tased and he's holding it. And do you know when those tasers go off, they make it keep going and going and going. No, that ain't me. That is not me. No thing. You're not going to pull a probe out of my skin. No, people crazy. Like, I understand not liking the police. I understand it. But once they got you, they got you. They're in control of your shit. Let me read some more of these. So that about the getting paid. Like, if I start getting monetized, I will share the money with mods. Heck yeah, why not? Why not? That'd be great. But I think it's up to the creator if they got the money to do it. Let me grow my channel and let me get monetized, and I gotcha. Let's go get Miss Know-It-All on the algorithm. We love your commentary and humor. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I always wondered, Tanali said. Yeah, just volunteer. But you can get paid. If I get paid, you get paid. I don't mind a bit. You love my accent. So listen, there went that bug zapper. Some people think I'm from Texas. I'm not that far down. But it's country, I know. And I'm not going to change it. Now, I can speak British. I don't know if the British lady is still on here. But I have a great British accent. I can do it really good. But I can't be thinking about it. It's just got to come natural. I'll do it at work sometimes. Same accent as me, but mine's from Tennessee. Child. You probably even know more country slang. Definitely sharing your content. Thank you, Hood Unlocked. I appreciate it. Jane Doe's over there laughing. Girl, you never dared. You're thinking to that battery test with tongue and had done to you as you were there. Well, it's like that. I'm sorry if I messed that up. I'm sorry. Sibling. Type it again and let me see if I can get it right. Girl, you never dared your sibling to do that battery. Yes, I know. Okay, now I got you. Now, yes, and it was zap you. Sure did. Sure did. I did all that stupid shit. But the zap I got the other day, listen, who would ever think the thing could zap you and it's unplugged? Like, did the metal grid hold a charge? It's still like, yeah, I was putting the little light bulb in, and my hand must have hit that metal grid. Girl, guys, that pain went all the way up my arm and my neck. I said, ah! That shit was no joke. And that was worse than any tongue on the battery shit. Promise. So I was like, damn, if this little bug zapper hurt that bad, it was painful. It wasn't like a fun that pain, it was like a burn. It was like burning inside your body. Went straight up my arm. And can you imagine working on power lines and getting electrocuted? Can you imagine the pain? Can you imagine people who die by electric chair? Ain't no way I would choose electric chair to die. I don't even know if they still have that or not, but ain't no fucking way. No electricity. I'll take the damn shot, the injection, and that probably is not good either. They probably put you with something that stops your heart, but you're still alive. And it can't feel good. That cannot be like not painful if your heart stops. I'm just guessing. Y'all talking to each other. We 80 babies survived in the streets. We can take anything. I'm a 70s. I was born in the 70s. Love me some 80s. I miss the 80s. I was listening to some music at work the other day that was from the 80s. And it made me so sad that the 80s are gone. So good. Everybody got along with each other better. There was no black and white. Everybody listened to the same music. It was cool. I remember. Because they had clubs back then for people who were underage where there was no alcohol. It was everybody in there. Everybody was like getting down with each other. You come here. You know what I'm saying? It was all good. And yes, I love me some chocolate. Yes, a little secret. Oh, let's see. Yikes, thanks for letting us know. Who knew? Well, late 70s and 90s. Child, all that. It's a shame it's gone because it just ain't the same, is it? It just ain't the same. And then once COVID happened, I felt like everything really changed then. It was like, it's weird. You know, when the whole mask mandate came, I was at work. And I told my friend, I said, there ain't no way Americans are going to put up with this because we're all about freedom. Like, if you want to wear it, fine. If you don't want to wear it, fine. I never dreamed that the workplace could come and make you put something on your face. In America, everybody went along with it, and it happened. Child, my ass is in there wearing a mask. I said, shit. Can't even breathe. Now I am sick. You made me sick against my will. I've been locked on my electric fence before. Girl. How much charges that, I wonder? Like when it zaps you, you can't let go, can you? Are you stuck there? No cell phones. Just go outside and don't come back. Say it again, Tenali. Say it again. Go outside. You don't have to worry about a phone. If somebody called you, they can leave it on the answer machine and you'll check that when you check it, right? That was the good old days. I swear to goodness. What you say about the lights? Yep. Don't come back to the lights. Come on outside. I remember riding my bicycle, and it used to be so fun. When it started to get dark, that's when I had to come home. Good old days. And when the phone was just at home, that was it. You were free. You got in your car and you drove. You did what you had to do, and everything could wait. You would find out when you get home. Oh my God, electric fence. Child, I lost my job because I refused. I just never dreamed that it would be mandatory. You know what I'm saying? Look, I didn't judge anybody. Like, whatever you want to do is fine. Shit, put 10 masks on your face if that's what you want to do. I don't give a fuck. Just don't make me do it. And then the whole neighborhood kids hide and seek. So now you're making me have flashbacks. We used to hide and seek up at Melanie Bell's house. All the kids would go up there because she had the best yard. And I remember it was like just getting dark. That was so fun. That was the good old days. I lost my mind because of refusing to. Let me tell you something, y'all. Listen, I told my friend at work, I said, the people is going to be out in the streets saying hell no to this. I want you to know the next day, I'm at Walmart and they making people walk one way on this aisle and walk this way on the other aisle. You couldn't even walk the way you wanted to on the aisle. I said, are we in North Korea? Are we in America? What are we doing? And of course, I found a way around it when they was trying to say wear a mask. I said, no, I have whatever medical problem I said I had. Like, no. And I never got COVID. You know, COVID is just the flu. I mean, you have to read on the back of the Lysol can. It says that. And if you read on the box of the mask, it literally says, does not stop COVID. And I took that to my manager. I said, look right here. It says, does not stop COVID. She goes, Miss Know-it-all, you have to wear this anyway because they're making us. But then I went to a different location at the beach, and nobody was being made to wear them there. So it just really depended on what area you was in and what flavor vibe people were on. So if you had a manager that was all in on it, you done for her. But if you have a manager that thought like you, then that'll be different. Let's see. Me too. I about lost my mind with that shit. I went and consulted 3 attorneys. Do you know what they told me? Because I said, you need to help me. You need to help me fight this thing about wearing the mask. They said, it's political. I can't help you. That's what the attorneys told me. I can't help you. This is political. It's what you mean. Crazy. Like I said, when COVID happened, I about lost my mind as well. Miss Roller Skating Rink too? Yes, ma'am. Think about getting me a pair before arthritis kicks in. Listen, you better get that done because I have a pair of skates. I couldn't get on a pair of skates right now because if I fall one time, I'm going to fall apart. Like my arm going to be over here, a leg going to be over there, my whole back going to be broken 10,000 pieces. I can't do it because my body went to shit. I'm a 70s child. I bought my mom a sale, and she never made a call because she told me it did not have a dial tone when she turned it on. It was hard to understand. Listen, when it first came out, I refused the text. I was like, no, you can call me. I'm not on that text and shit. I bucked the system on that. But then I got used to it. Now I'd rather somebody text me than call me because I don't know. I feel like, except with my mom. My mom does not understand text. It's best to call her because she can't read between the lines or really understand the text. So mom's a different story. Add long-term hospice care, and I cannot do that to my people or me. They usually don't know your name, but they know your face. Yep. I tried to say that, and they were like, I don't know, ma'am. Oh, I don't care, ma'am. Can't come in my private facility. That's crazy. What you barking at? Come here. Come here. Come here. Let me pick him up. Let me pick you up. You barking, booby. This is Ewok. This is my little Ewok. What you do? He just got a bath today. He's all fluffy. Say, hey, Ewok. Why are you looking at the kitty cat? Ewok. You want the kitty cat? You Ewok. Sweet little Ewok, baby. And the other one, the black one, she's Barbara. Barbara girl. Let me see. Where am I from? I'm from North Carolina. Born and raised. So I grabbed my lawn chair bag and put it around my mouth. I said, what about now? Child, that shit was crazy. I have to get off here. Have a good night, everyone. It was nice chatting with everyone. Thank you, Miss Know-It-all. That was nice. Thank you, me and B. If you're still here, thank you, baby. Appreciate you taking the time. And they're saying, unlocked is funny. Tonally, it was my own boss at that time, but starving the organs of oxygen. I just, like, you starving me. I can't breathe. You making me breathe my exhale. My carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is supposed to go out, not be held in. They trying to kill us, man. That made me political, and it did. My little furry baby, don't we? He's a little bitty skinny, not skinny, but he was the runt. So he's got little bitty feet. So they're well fed. But he's not as heavy as Barbara. Barbara's like muscular, so she's heavier. Tonight I said, hey, little Ewok. Little Ewok. He's so sweet. He's my little sweet Ewok. He is. He's a boy, so he likes to bark and be protective. And then when he starts barking, Barbara starts barking. And I don't want to get that started while we're on live. Are you cold? You want to be wrapped in a blanket? His little feet. Look at his little feet. Just got a bath today. Smell all good and clean. Yeah. Thank you, Jane Doe. I appreciate you guys. I'm probably going to get off of here, and I will have some different subjects to talk about concerning chrisean, because I'm sure more bullshit is going to happen. And even though that whole shit on baddies is fake, I really do want to see her get her ass kicked. So let's leave it on that note. Please, Lord, let chrisean get her ass kicked. Please. Sorry to use a cuss word in a prayer, but please, God, let us see it. All right. And y'all know when Blue comes home, it's going to be a big show. Love you guys. Thank you for taking time with me. Say bye, Ewoks. Say bye, everybody. Thank all of you. I appreciate you so much. And I can make all of you mods. Just let me figure it out, okay? Have you guys all in blue. My little blue babies. All right. Love you guys. Let me figure out how to end the live. And we'll do it again tomorrow, maybe.